Okay, well, I figured since I move out soon, now is like the perfect and only time I have to show you all where I have been living for the past year and a half. So welcome to a tour of my very first apartment. As you'll see, basically everything in my apartment is thrifted or secondhand because we're on a university budget and you know, it's more sustainable and stuff. So if you need some thrifted house decor inspiration, and if you like plants, then this is the apartment for you. But let me bring you over to where my apartment begins, which is the entrance. All right, so this is the entrance of my apartment. All of my friends say when they walk into my apartment, it feels like they're walking into a jungle because as soon as you walk in, all you can see are all of my plants and this curtain of pothos that I have. But in my entrance, I just have this little side table from Facebook Marketplace. I've got a little key holder thing that I thrifted, and of course, a little spot for boots. Now, moving along to a part of my apartment that you're all probably the most familiar with is my living room. So this is an egg chair. I got the chair itself from Facebook Marketplace, and then everything on the chair is thrifted because it didn't come with any cushions and stuff. But I got a pretty wicked deal on this chair because the guy who was selling it listed it, get this, as a wooden chair. Like, I don't think he didn't know. He didn't know that it was rattan and how much people like rattan. So I got this the day I moved into my apartment. I picked it up. This poof is, I think it was either a birthday present or a Christmas present from Dustin. And for those who don't know, Dustin is my partner, my boyfriend. But to my right, we have my little stereo system set up. The stereo is a present from my parents. My dad's super into like sound and home systems and making things sound good. So for a Christmas or a birthday, I got this sound system. But this is just a plant stand that I also got off of Facebook Marketplace. Obviously, all these little trinkets on here are thrifted. This little rug, that's also thrifted. This mirror's from Marketplace. And obviously the plants aren't thrifted. Anyways, this is another rattan chair, a moon chair, if you will. Also got it on Facebook Marketplace. This one did come with a cushion, but I ended up just buying a bunch of like sheepskins and blankets and pillows and stuff from the thrift store. This lamp here is actually my dad's grandfather's lamp, or is it my dad's lamp? One of the men in my dad's family, but they all passed when I was very young, so I kind of get them confused. But I got this from family. This little guy I thrifted, I love him. He's so, I guess you can't really see him when I stand there, but this little guy, a little mask, pearl inlay. I find him very calming. All of this stuff thrifted, and I actually have a little secret down here. I have a sub because you've got to get the full audio effect. So yes, I do have a sub in my apartment. And okay, now moving over to my $40 couch. I got this couch on Facebook Marketplace for $40, which is just incredible. And I love her. And above the couch, we have a failed project of mine. I decided one day that I wanted art for above my couch, but I couldn't find anything that I liked and anything that was in budget. So I went to the thrift store. I bought a big like wooden canvasy thing, painted over it, went to Home Depot and bought wall paint. And then over 2 days, I started painting this thing, but wall paint dries so quickly. So it's not ideal for like art. So I gave up on that and it's just been there ever since. So maybe one day I'll finish it, maybe after Australia. For those who don't know, I'm moving to Australia in like a couple of weeks at this point, which is why I'm moving out of this apartment. But anyways, that's an after Australia project. Now, I feel like this little corner is probably a corner that you didn't see a whole lot of in my videos, but this is basically like my charging station corner. I have my computer charging here. I've got things charging in the corner. It houses a couple of books. And then I've also just got a basket underneath this little brass side table that has like a blanket and some massage things in it. And then as you can see, next to all of that is my massive window, which means you can't see me very well. I'll be pretty backlit. But I've got a balcony out here, which is pretty nice. I mainly just use it for like putting recycling on, and also in the summer when I repot plants. I've repotted a lot of plants out there, but I love these windows and I love the natural light that comes in. Natural light just makes me so happy. And now between the living room and my kitchen, we have this little wall situation. Basically, my fridge is behind here, but this little wall that separates the living room from the kitchen area just has this really struggling plant and my guitar. And now on my floor, which you haven't been able to see very well, I have this little pillow cushion thing that I also thrifted. And then my swivelly, kind of lopsided brass table. I think I need to tighten some screws, but also got that from Marketplace. And now you might be wondering, why do you have a chair and a stool there? Well, it's because I don't own a tripod, so this is what the camera is sitting on. And normally this goes here, and this goes here. So this is normally what my kitchen table looks like. Very cute. The stool is thrifted, the table and chairs are from Marketplace. So when I'm showing you my kitchen and it looks like I only own one chair, just pretend like these are there, when actually you're gonna be sitting on them. But okay, welcome to my kitchen. Honestly, it's pretty small, but I feel like it's a decent size for one person. As soon as you get two people trying to cook in here, not so ideal. You're kind of hip to hip. There's not a whole lot of counter space, just this little square, which honestly, for the most of my time here, has housed dirty dishes because I don't have a dishwasher. But when I was trying to decide what kind of table I wanted for this space before moving in, got breadcrumbs on the table. I decided to look on Marketplace for a table that flipped up like this. So then that gave me ample prep room, which honestly, I don't really need that much prep room because I don't really make that much like adult food. I usually eat pretty lazily. And you might be able to see there's a sewing machine on the table and a bunch of other just like little knick-knacky things and plants on the table. But honestly, a confession of mine is I've probably used my kitchen and my table more for sewing projects than I have for like food prep and cooking. Anyways, here I've just got a little cork board. I just put little notes that like people have written me, or when people give me business cards or little memories, I'll put them on here. I've got my mugs, drying rack. Here's just like dishes, a bunch of containers for lunches. This, don't be alarmed that there's so many beer bottles. It's for making kombucha. But just tea and spices and more random dry goods. And then across from all of that and across from my stove is my fridge. And my microwave, which I threw up here because this place didn't come with a microwave. But like I said, I am kind of lazy when it comes to making food. So it's nice to meal prep and then just heat things up. But that brings us into the hallway, which might look familiar to you. This is my front door. And right now you're in my living room. So you can either get to my kitchen by going around the living room or through this little door in the hallway. So let me give you a tour of my hallway. As small as this apartment is, it does have a very good amount of storage. So basically my whole hallway is just closets. This closet is where I have all of my coats, hats, jars and bottles for kombucha, shoes. And on the other side, I have my recycling, some bags, vacuum, and some random stuff. And then in this closet down here, this is basically my pantry. So any of the food that couldn't fit into my kitchen, I threw it in here. And also apparently I have a weird thing where I like to put food and clothing projects in the same areas. Or maybe I just have so many clothes that they have to like intrude on my food areas. But I also have my serger in here and some fabrics for sewing projects in my pantry. But the second half of this closet is basically just a linen closet slash my garage. I've got blankets, towels, but then also like tools and fans and like some... My camera just died. Where was I? I was showing you my closet, my linen closet. I think I was maybe saying that it's a little crazier since I was trying to organize things before I moved, but that's basically all I had to say. So those are my hallway closets. And then the other thing that I have in my hallway is this little shelf. So this little shelf houses most of my books and is also the home of my little kombucha babies. But I'm gonna actually have to say goodbye to these soon since I'm moving. And when I say I need to say goodbye to them soon, it means like they're probably going to end up freezing in a dumpster, which is kind of sad. But yeah, this has been my kombucha baby home. It also houses my Wi-Fi. And this is actually my mom's shelf that she is letting me borrow. And also, look how cute this little picture. This is like my favorite picture of me as a kid. Do you ever just look at pictures of yourself as a kid and like you kind of cry? I just want to give this little bundle of joy a hug. Like, it's so cute. And I'm that, really? Anyways, next to the shelf, around the corner, is my bathroom. So again, like most of the places in my apartment, pretty small, so it gets a little cramped if there's more than one person. Like when Dustin comes to visit and we're both in here trying to like brush our teeth, it's a little cramped, I will say. But perfect size for one person. And honestly, something that's so nice about this apartment is because of the size and because it's smaller, I never feel overwhelmed when I need to clean it. But anyways, in front of me here, I have my toilet and this little toilet shelf that I also got off of Facebook Marketplace. It just houses all of my little like face serum stuff or hair stuff or vitamins that I'm honestly like not organized enough to take. Then we have my little sink, my little vanity mirror, obviously my plants that are taking over. On this side of me, we just have my little towel rack. And then behind me is my beautiful shower. Let's close that window. I love this shower so much. I love that there's a window in it. I love also that it feels like you're showering in a jungle with how many plants I have in here. And one of the nicest things is when you take a bath and you're in the bath and you look up and you're just surrounded by plants. Like, I feel like it's such an aesthetic vibe. But anyways, in my shower, I bought an extra shower rod so I could hang more plants in it. And I also got this little shower caddy from the dollar store, and that just houses all of my little, you know, showery things. But let's go around the corner into my bedroom. So welcome to my bedroom. Again, almost everything in my bedroom is thrifted or secondhand off of Marketplace, other than my mattress. Didn't get that secondhand. This duvet, I got it from my parents, and like pillows and stuff I brought from home. But this blanket, pillow covers, all the rugs, all the furniture, other than that dresser, I also took that from home, is all either thrifted or from Marketplace. Over in the corner, I've got my dresser, socks, workout stuff, hoodies, and this is another just like junk drawer. And I've got some mirrors because when you're in a small space, mirrors make everything so much better. Like, that's why I also have a mirror behind my bed. This little lamp, found it at the Goodwill bins. You can't see it right now with the angle that you're at, but this rug that I have underneath my bed, I also found this at the Goodwill bins, which is crazy. Now let me show you what's going on behind my bed. I just have my fiddle leaf fig on this little stool. It's really dirty back here because I didn't bother to clean it before this video because I have to clean it when I like move my house. That's a shirt that I usually sleep with. That's funny. It's on this little stool, and then this I found outside by a dumpster, so I took it. And then this mirror, I thrifted it, but I thrifted it back home, I think. But okay, there's my mirror and behind my bed, and right next to my bed, I have this little shelf. On top of the shelf, I just have a bunch of knickknacks, wooden figurines. I have a thing for like wooden and brass figurines. A bunch of rocks and gems that I've found and collected throughout the years. A journal from 2022 that I'm using for spare paper. And I also have some clothes down here. These are just the clothes that I've been like trialing to see if they're enough to like bring to Australia with me. I still have to decide what I want to bring, and I'm not fully sure, and that is something that I need to do very soon. I'm literally moving out of this apartment in 2 days, so I still need to like pack everything up. I was just waiting to do this video before packing up. But anyways, that's my little shelf, thrifted the shelf, all the things. And next to my shelf, I've got my little chair and this mirror. So this little chair is another Goodwill bins find. I actually can't believe that I found it. It's like the perfect 70s vibe chair. It has brown velvet, like how good is that? And then yeah, next to it, I've just got this mirror, got a bunch of sheepskins on the ground, because if you couldn't tell, I'm obsessed with sheepskins. And then to my left is this tapestry on my bedroom wall. I thrifted this a while ago, and the colors just go perfectly with the rest of my bedroom. And then kind of hiding behind my door is my closet, which is honestly a pretty decent sized closet considering I have like another hallway closet and a linen closet. Like I said, the storage, other than in the bathroom, I had to buy storage, but everything else, storage is great. But this is my closet, which you would have already seen if you saw my little closet try on tour. So on that side, dresses, shirts, laundry bin, pants, and on the other side, some vacuum bags of more clothing projects, I know. Sweaters and just bags of things. Like, these are just the clothes that I don't know if I want to keep, but I don't fully want to get rid of, you know? So with that, I think that concludes my house tour, which is crazy. I am so grateful for this apartment and for finding it and for everything that it has given to me for the past year and a half. So it is a little bit sad to leave it. And I feel like I have kind of been putting off packing it up because I love the vibe so much. It's like, it's my happy place. But something exciting is that I actually have a friend who's looking for an apartment who is going to be moving into this apartment when I leave, and she's actually going to end up using some of the stuff here, and then I'll just get it back from her when I move back. But it feels really nice knowing that this apartment and this space is going to be loved by someone I know and someone that I know loves it so much. But with all of that being said, I think it's time for me to get to packing up my apartment. In other words, it's time to wrap up this video. If you liked my vibe and want to follow along as I journey to the other side of the world. I would love for you to be my internet friend and subscribe and come along for the journey. But if not, here are a couple of videos the YouTube algorithm thinks that you might enjoy. As always, thanks for spending this little chunk of your day with me here in a little corner of the internet. I hope this video finds you well. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.